The latest. Thank you for love and support. I appreciate you all. The President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, signed executive order on his first day in office. According to him, America first, America interests first. He also signed that he was going to withdraw the United States of America from WHO, World Food Program. And he's cutting aid to African countries. And according to him, they are wasting a lot of money given to Africans as aid. Africans should be ready to feed themselves. They should be ready to take responsibilities of everything that has to do with the African. There's also going to be freedom of speech. I don't know, because these people are the same people who gave us democracy. So if not this order, I didn't know that even in the United States, you cannot express yourself freely. So now that order is being brought back. Let's stick to the aid issue. There are a lot of things that he signed, but we are looking at those that are concerning Africa.
The over 200 executive orders signed indicate how U.S. policies under him will look. An executive order is a powerful tool used by a U.S. president which does not require congressional approval. Trump has signed a flurry of such orders on a range of issues from trade to energy to climate and immigration. Many of them are controversial, and their impact will not just be felt in America. They can change U.S. relationship with the rest of the world, which has reacted with unease. And it seems Trump's to-do list is also not bringing any good news for Africa. Many of Trump's executive orders will have negative impact on Africa. We have a list of some of them. Now, first is the suspension of foreign aid programs. Trump does not see foreign aid in the best interest of the United States. His executive order is freezing disbursement of all U.S. foreign development assistance for 90 days, pending a review. The U.S. is the world's biggest foreign aid donor, and a huge sum is directed toward Africa. Over the 2023-24 financial year, the U.S. said it had donated almost $3.7 billion to Africa. Now, this aid contributes to various nations, international organizations, and to TB and malaria as epidemics, as well as to the United Nations agencies. But now all of it will be impacted. From aid cuts, we move to tariffs. Under his America First trade policy, Trump announced plans to establish an external revenue service. It will be used for collecting tariffs, duties, and other foreign trade-related revenue, which provides African countries with duty-free access to the U.S. markets for specific products. The plan is set to be expiring this year, but now there are doubts if Trump would renew it. Countries like South Africa could be majorly impacted, as its key exports like cars, wines, and grapes could be in the crosshairs. Next is the executive order that can impact Africa. It's America's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement. It wasn't surprising that this was among the list. In his first term as well, Trump signed an order to withdraw from the pact, a move the former President Joe Biden promptly reversed on his first day in office in 2021. The U.S. is the world's second largest greenhouse gas emitter, behind only China, and its withdrawal from the climate pact could deal a blow worldwide. Now, speaking of withdrawals, Trump has also signed an executive order for the withdrawal from the World Health Organization. The U.S. is the WHO's top donor and partner. The withdrawal of U.S. funding will negatively impact the organization to identify and respond to emergencies across the world. It could undermine the efforts to bridge global health inequalities and leave African nations at a greater risk. And then comes the declaration of an energy emergency aimed at boosting oil and gas production in the United States. This will impact African oil and gas producing nations like Nigeria and Angola. as cheaper American crude would challenge their market share. Then there are some other orders, like suspending refugee settlement program and ending the birthright citizenship, which could also have a negative impact on Africans. But what could benefit Africa is Trump's quest for mineral dominance. His executive orders also seek to boost domestic mining and minerals processing. American companies eager to ensure reliable access to rare earth metals and other critical minerals might increase investment in Africa. This could help to boost jobs and infrastructure.
The migration issues and a lot. So cutting aid to Africa, we are looking at healthcare, the things that they normally give to us. According to Trump, the United States sent $3.7 billion to Africa as aid. So for that reason, they are tired. Africans have to also take control over everything that is of the African. It's not people that have to sit down and be giving you. This is to we the Africans and the leaders who always say they are for our interests and they're doing everything possible to push Africa forward. Every blessed day, you go to these people, take loans, yet we don't know what you are using the money for. Expensive lifestyle than those that you go to borrow from. Why won't they be cutting your aid? But let's look at it. Must Africa be receiving aid from the United States of America? Giving us health equipment? When we do not have beds in the hospitals for the pregnant women, we call on these people. Everything Africa will always run to the West for help. You that is so rich with everything, the same people who come into your continent and take everything away from you, they are the people you are running to for help. Does this make sense? No wonder this man said, you are lazy. All you are good at is marrying, singing and dancing, marriage. And when he insults you, we sit down and say that Trump do not like us. Trump insults Africa. But we deserve it. How can we sit here with all the gold, the diamond, the bauxite, the uranium, and everything that we have? We sit here and somebody else's have to give us what we need. We have not even checked to see whether what they are bringing is even good for our health or not. We are only interested in running to these people for help as if we are poor, because any opportunity that the African leader gets to be in front of the West, what they do is to portray themselves as poor people. They do not have anything. They are hungry and dying. So the West have to come. It's like we are still children. We are still telling our parents that we can't feed ourselves, because if you keep running to them every blessed day, you are telling them that they are still your parents. You still can feed yourself, because they have made it clear to us that Africa cannot take care of itself. That's why every blessed day they want to be around us to tell us what to do, to feed us. But that is not the narrative. We have portrayed ourselves in that manner to these people, and that is why every blessed day they treat Africans as if we are nothing. Must we even sit down for somebody to tell us that I'm not going to give you aid? Aid for what? When there was a professor who made it clear that even the aid these people claim they give to Africans, that aid for what? Aid for the natural resources, aid for them to have access to everything that they want to take from Africa, that they are not giving us aid for free. And you know very well that these people are not giving us aid for free. If truly we want to have leaders and we want to be leaders to lead the people with all the natural resources that we have in Africa, we can take care of ourselves and still give to these people. Because they are fighting everything that African is doing to progress, because they know if Africa should rise, they are falling. We rather should be giving aid to these people. We should be feeding them. That is the case. It's just like somebody gives broad daylight, give you a coin broad daylight, and then at night they take your note from you. The aid is just a coin they are giving to us. And then in the dark, these people will come out and take all that we have, all the papers that we have. The same people that give us coins will sit down broad daylight and tell the world how they are helping us, because what they are taking from us at night, people do not see it, and the leaders are quiet. Why won't you just be leaders for once? Now some African leaders will now be thinking, what other tactics will they use to get something from the United States of America? We shouldn't be beggars. We shouldn't always run to these people as if we are hungry, because these people always come to Africa to carry whatsoever that they need. What do they have? What at all is it that the United States of America have that you do not have it? And you allow yourselves to be treated as if you are kids. We all grew with a mindset that Africa is poor, Africans don't have that, and these people are the ones that are giving us everything that we need, helping us in terms of education, water, and what have you. But that's not the case, because these things are these petty things they are giving to us. They give it to us broad daylight, and at night they take our everything out of us. You have the everything to do everything for your people. Africans do not always put Africans first. Our leaders, whatever that is in their mind, is just how will we do to make sure that the oppressor likes us. When they see the pink color, they've seen their God, and they always sing, dance to whatsoever these people will say. That's why these people still think that they have upper hand on us. We are not the only ones that are colonized. Even the United States of America was colonized by Britain. How did they rise to the top? How did they become what they are today? And you will still be running to these people as if the whole world, you are the only ones that have been colonized. And even in the whole world, you still have everything that you need to live like kings. But our leaders, for decades, over 600 years, we are still living that kind of lifestyle. We don't want to just do anything for ourselves. We don't want to add value to ourselves. And the people that will rise up to fight that kind of oppression and system, and to prove to the world that yes, Africans, we are the reason to which the world and the West are whatever they are, then you are the same people who will rise up to fight the people that are doing the right thing. So you should all be under the table. Nobody should rise up to fight and do anything. But this aid that they give to us, it's peanuts. It's for our natural resources. It's for everything. The people are not just giving us the 3.7 billion that he said that they give to Africa for free. That's not the case. What we have given to these people and what they are still taking from Africa is more than the 3 billion that he's talking about. So we will survive without the aid. And this is a message to you, the leaders, that put Africa first and be responsible leaders. United we stand, divided we fall. I love you for always stopping by at my channel. Those who are sharing, commenting, I say thank you. Credit to First Post. So that's the latest around the world and in the United States of America.